Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. The Boeing C-17 Globemaster is a large military transport and tactical airlift aircraft, first introduced to the United States Air Force in 1995. Since then, its versatility, high payload capacity, and ability to perform a wide range of missions have made it a favorite among men and women in uniform. As a transport plane, the C-17's main mission is to transport heavy troops and cargo across long distances. At 174 feet long and with a wingspan of 169 feet, it is capable of lifting up to 170,000 pounds at once. But despite its size, the C-17 is not just another big, lumbering freighter. Indeed, it has several impressive tricks up its sleeve. One of the most critical features demanded by the Air Force when it contracted the C-17 was rapid takeoff capabilities. Large planes are often known for taking a long time to warm up, which can drastically affect their overall mission response time. The C-17's engineers gave it a remarkable thrust-to-weight ratio. Its four Pratt & Whitney PW2000 turbofan engines can put out up to 40,000 pounds of thrust each. Allowing the Globemaster to take off quickly as well as operate from short, austere landing strips. These rapid takeoff capabilities are aided by the aircraft's high wing design, which maximizes lift during takeoff and landing. In the U.S. military, practice is considered the most valuable way to train personnel on any essential procedures, including rapid takeoff response.
They're inbound, go!
This C-17 team is participating in a rapid takeoff drill at an exercise known as Mobility Guardian. This biennial international mobility exercise is hosted by the United States Air Force's Air Mobility Command. This exercise aims to bring together various nations to enhance interoperability and cooperation in their air mobility operations, and often includes a variety of customized scenarios and situations to that effect. In this case, the C-17 crew is tasked with taking the aircraft from a standard parked configuration to being ready for takeoff, just as they would in the case of an imminent attack. Readiness demonstrations, like Mobility Guardian, are just part of what keeps United States pilots and air crews ready for anything. Individual outposts like Travis Air Force Base in California will often hold what are known as maximum aircraft generation events. The goal is to see how many aircraft the base can put into the air in as little time as possible, as it would in the event of a real-world threat. Maximum generation exercises require immense cooperation between ground crews, commanders, and air wings. In this case, a total of 21 aircraft were launched in rapid succession, including several C-17 Globemasters. The U.S. military is well aware that a properly maintained airfield is as crucial as air crews and ground crews are to the launch process. Unfortunately, runways, tarmacs, and airstrips can easily be damaged by air traffic, poor weather, and, in some cases, enemy attacks. This is sometimes enough to render an airfield completely useless unless drastic and fast steps are taken. This response is known as rapid airfield damage repair. At Kunsan Air Base in South Korea, airmen from the 8th Civil Engineer Squadron perform rapid repairs on several craters spread around the facility. This involves assessing the damage, planning a repair, and sending out heavy machinery to create a large hole around the bad section. Teams are then sent to clear the hold by hand and make room for replacement cement, which is mixed inside the repair site to save time. The same process can be witnessed at airfields worldwide, where ground crews can replace even large sections of the runway in just a few hours. For military aircraft, emergency response is always at the top of their mind. However, they don't only define emergencies as having to do with attacks from foreign powers. In many cases, the military will be called upon to assist with major disaster relief, such as in the event of hurricanes or floods. A great example was Hurricane Harvey, a devastating Category 4 hurricane that initiated landfalls in Texas in August 2017. Harvey was considered one of the most destructive hurricanes in U.S. history. causing widespread and catastrophic flooding in the Houston metropolitan area and other parts of southeastern Texas. U.S. military personnel, including the National Guard and Coast Guard, played a vital role in conducting search and rescue operations, deploying helicopters, boats, and personnel to rescue stranded individuals from flooded areas, rooftops, and other hazardous areas. They also helped provide medical support and supplied to the injured, which was why the storm's fatality rate was so low. Just a month later, an even larger storm, Hurricane Irma, struck Florida and the Caribbean. Again, the United States military was called in to provide supplies and disaster relief for affected areas like the U.S. Virgin Islands. In many situations, personnel and aircraft will be needed to rescue and evacuate citizens affected by the storm directly. As many of the affected areas no longer had the infrastructure to care for and support these citizens, they had to be relocated to a safe space where they could get the help and assistance they needed. Though the military is always on standby to help with emergency situations, the first responders during these events are almost always the Coast Guard. These men and women are specifically tasked with watching over the United States coastal border, but have many of the same tools, aircraft, and equipment as their military counterparts. This allows them to deliver much-needed supplies, such as water and food rations, to even the most damaged disaster areas. Though the Coast Guard is not an organization centered around offense and defensive action, it takes operational readiness very seriously. This is particularly true of hurricane readiness, a year-long process focused on getting crews and equipment ready for the August to October Atlantic hurricane season. For the Coast Guard, hurricane readiness consists of a comprehensive set of preparations, plans, and actions to ensure the safety of both the Coast Guard personnel and the public. The Coast Guard will often coordinate closely with the United States Navy whenever they encounter a disaster situation in which coastlines are affected. This makes sense, as these two represent the maritime branches of the U.S. military and have the complementary equipment necessary to work together at a moment's notice. Again, training and preparation are the most important factors in ensuring successful operations in a disaster. For Coast Guard boat pilots, this means learning how to maneuver in rough conditions, including high winds and tall waves. This particular pilot is earning his heavy weather certification off the coast of Long Beach Island, New Jersey, with ocean swells as high as 10 to 16 feet. Though dangerous, this training will go a long way toward ensuring he can rescue mariners in similar situations. In many cases, helicopters, not boats, will be the first vehicles on the scene in the event of a maritime incident. For this reason, Coast Guard personnel often have to practice hoist training. This is where a helicopter positions itself above a boat and lowers down a cage or other retrieval device to retrieve injured individuals. Due to factors like waves, wind, and even the forward motion of the ship, this is often extremely difficult. Still, it's all part of daily training for a military first responder. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.